The fastest way to start healing your body is to stop eating for 16 hours. Not forever, just today, and it's not as difficult as I know you're thinking. I want to help you start today because if you do this just once, you'll wake up tomorrow lighter, clearer, calmer, and more focused than you may have felt in years. One of the things that makes it even easier is that on average, 6 to 8 of those hours, you're asleep. So now we're only talking about 8 to 10 hours without food, right? It's not starvation, it's fasting. And it's your body's built-in repair mode that most people never even give themselves time to activate. We eat constantly because that's what we're marketed to do. And that's why most people feel tired, foggy, and inflamed. Unless you're a world-class athlete training for a contest, I'm asking you, why are you eating so much? I've been able to remove pharmaceuticals from my life. I sleep better and I have more energy and clarity, not to mention six-pack abs at the age of 47, and I barely eat anything at all. And it's because of my ability to master fasting in a modern, rational way every single day, which is what I want to try to teach you today. When you pause the constant grazing, your body will flip a switch. It will stop storing energy and start burning it. And the best part is, that switch can happen very fast. Just one skipped meal can trigger more repair than a week of supplements. Because when you're fasting, insulin drops, and that's when fat burning really begins. Your body starts cleaning house. It recycles damaged cells, clears out old junk, and builds stronger ones. That process is called autophagy, and it's like your body hitting a reset button. Your inflammation will drop, your brain will feel sharper, and more importantly, your gut starts to calm down. The gut-brain health connection is no longer a mystery, my friend. It's real. Now, you don't necessarily need to understand every term, and that's not why I'm here, but just know this, that less eating equals more healing. But honestly, fasting is much more mental than it is physical. It goes right along with the old saying, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Look, you'll face cravings, boredom, and maybe even some doubt, but that's just your body detoxing. You're not dying, you're adapting, and it can take a minute to adjust. But please also keep this in mind. If you're suffering from any kind of condition that may not react well to fasting, it is always a good idea to talk to your doctor first. But once you try this, you'll start noticing a silence in your head where noise used to be, and that's one of my favorite parts. You get clarity, creativity, and focus back because your body isn't constantly digesting. And I feel like that's the part that nobody really tells you. Fasting clears your mind more than your body. I realized I wasn't tired all the time. I was just toxic. This is how I cleaned house and reversed so many diagnoses like BPH, ADHD, GERD, and more. I improved my sleep and my daily energy and drive are off the charts. I don't do caffeine either, because for me, that's just fake energy, and it would be me succumbing to yet another form of brainwashing, because trust me, millions, if not billions of dollars are spent every year on advertising to keep caffeine front and center, making you think you can't live without it. But I actually already covered that in this video up on my channel right now. So yeah, day one feels weird. Sure, you'll want to snack out of habit, but this is where you put your big boy pants on. Just stay hydrated with electrolytes and herbal tea and push through the cravings. You can do this. And you'll start to realize how much of your eating was emotional, not physical. That's the moment you start taking your own power back. Ride the wave of clarity and find new ways to use all the time that you just gave yourself back in the day. You can thank me later in the comments. So here's your step-by-step. Number 1, stop eating after dinner tonight. Don't have a late night snack. We're not taking in any more calories after dinner, okay? Try to make it no later than 7 p.m. that you finish your dinner. Within about 3 days, my cravings started to disappear, but during the first few days, peppermint tea was my savior and really helped kill those after dinner cravings. And then my mood leveled out and my energy started roaring back more than I ever thought possible. Number 2, skip breakfast. Have water with sea salt and lemon and/or herbal tea until lunch. Number 3, break your fast clean. Start with fruit like fresh squeezed citrus, and I like a celery and cucumber juice mixture. That's another go-to for me. Or a smoothie that simply contains these ingredients. Then you can start thinking about moving into your main meal. Number 4, definitely avoid sugar and processed food. You're rebuilding your system. Don't throw junk at it, even if your brain is somehow convincing you to otherwise. Don't listen to it. So let's talk about some real world flexibility here, right? First of all, you don't have to live like a monk. You can fast during your workday. I like to fast on travel days, or you can choose a designated detox day, whatever works for you. You can also adjust your window, make it 16 hours, 18 hours, even 20. I personally love a 20 and 4 schedule, only giving myself a 4-hour window to eat. That's what works for me. But you find your own rhythm, listen to your body, it will tell you. It really is so simple once you get the hang of it. Do that today and you'll feel the difference tomorrow. String a few days together and you'll see what this is all about. But that's how you do it. So let's take a look at some of the common pitfalls a lot of people fall into. Number 1 is breaking your fast with junk food. You'll ruin all of the benefits of everything you just healed during your fast. Number 2, forgetting your minerals. Okay, so while you're fasting, or anytime really, it's important to take in sea salt, magnesium, potassium, every single day. Electrolytes are so important for overall health, but you don't want to buy over-the-counter electrolyte mixes either. That's just yet another spoke of the big food marketing wheel. Most of them have sugar, or even the ones that say they don't have sugar probably still have a bunch of crap you can't even pronounce, which means your body doesn't need it. You just need sea salt, lemon juice, and cream of tartar. That's it. And each one of those should be available in your grocery store, either naturally or organic, or especially online. And you'll save money by doing it this way too. Number 3, drinking sugary drinks or fake sweeteners during your fast. Just stick with electrolyte enhanced water and herbal tea. Your gut will thank you tremendously. Number 4, overcomplicating it. Just keep it simple. Start by eating less often and then learn to just eat clean, preferably plant-based meals when you do eat. Remember, you're not chasing perfection on day 1 here. You're just trying to build some momentum. But you are finally the one deciding when to eat and when to heal, and that's real power that pharma can't take from you, which is why they probably don't suggest it in the first place. I didn't start fasting to get shredded. While that has been a fantastic side effect, I'm not gonna lie. I started because I was broken and struggling with all kinds of diagnoses and all of the side effects from the medications that I was on. You can start this today. Stop eating for 16 hours, hydrate, and then break your fast with clean, ideally plant-based foods. And remember, 6 to 8 of those hours, you're asleep anyway. Feel the difference tomorrow morning. You'll be lighter, calmer, and clearer. If it works, please drop me a comment. Day 1 is done. If you're already fasting, tell me your biggest win so far. Someone else may read it and want to start fasting. And if you want to go deeper, check out my video on OMAD. I'll show you how to take fasting from a habit into a lifestyle. Stay disciplined, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.